Yeah.
his Fox gig in West Los Angeles.
What's up, guys? Babcock here of TMZ Sports. We've got a big show today. We've got a lot to talk about. Lucas is away. He is in Ohio. And Edward, who normally opens the stream, he is actually working on a story right now. Paul Pierce was arrested last night for a DUI at about 10:30. He was actually found in his Range Rover off of LA Highway, the 101, sleeping at the wheel, allegedly. Cops say they thought he was drunk almost immediately, put him through the field sobriety test, and he has now since been arrested. So Ed's working on that right now. We've got a bunch more to talk about today. We're going to talk, sadly, about the New York Yankees season coming to an end. They lose in 4 games to their AL East rivals, the Blue Jays. And you know how they say, like, act like you've been there before? That's not what the Blue Jays apparently subscribe to. They haven't been there in a really long time, and it showed last night because they trolled the Yankees in an absolutely ruthless fashion, from the manager to their best players and so on. They really let the Yankees have it, and what can you say? They kicked the Yankees' ass. I mean, that's just it, bottom line. We're also going to talk about Angel Reese, first female athlete, actually the active athlete walking in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So she is obviously a polarizing person. She's got a ton of fans. She's got a lot of people who say, hey, you get too much attention, you're not any good at basketball. Well, she is doing her thing, especially when it comes to off of the basketball court, again, because this is pretty cool to be part of such a big deal like the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So we got a bunch to talk about today, and of course there's this Thursday night football game. You guys want to talk about this game or no? You want to Shannon, come over. Danny, come over.
Oh, it's a big game today, huh?
There's, yeah, look at this jersey.
This is going to be the jersey that Babcock will be wearing tomorrow when the Eagles win tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Wait, are you going to give him odds? Does he have a spread or what's
Mojo.
up?
Oh, yeah, Mojo, you missed the bet.
That's so gross.
That's
so gross.
It's a gross jersey.
So
Mojo, what a horrible
Mojo,
looking,
the bet
like,
is
green.
that if the Eagles win, Babcock has to wear this jersey tomorrow for the stream. If the Eagles lose, I have to wear a Giants jersey and one of these hats.
No, this one.
This hat for the next 4 Thursdays.
Mojo, I have no expectation that the Giants are going to win. The Giants are not going to win tonight. I am just basically agreeing to wear an Eagles jersey tomorrow.
I always pick my Giants.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It is, right?
Why are you doing that?
Man, you should have taken the points.
Because I can't. I don't know. I know.
Wait, who are you
The
going
spread
with,
should be
though?
more. The spread's 7.5. I
Who you
think
going
7 or 7.5. 7?
I don't know.
Should be like college.
Yeah.
Like 30th.
It should be. It should be. Yeah, I don't know how the spread's only 7 points or 7.5 points.
Because we don't score any touchdowns in the second half.
No, I
of
know.
the game.
Well, yeah, the Giants are scoring touchdowns in the first or the second half of the game.
I may need to get in.
The
They're
Giants
going to
have
come
no
in
wide
hot after
receivers.
last week, so
I
you're in
hope
trouble,
so.
my friend.
Yeah,
I hope so, Mojo.
Once Malik Neighbors went down, it was kind of like,
This is my first time
yeah,
seeing like a Saquon jersey in Eagles form, and it's really gross to look
Yeah,
at. Like,
it is.
It has this little Super Bowl patch.
And look at that.
That makes it
too.
work.
For one of the most historic,
Yeah.
the most historic running backs
Can I
season
get
ever.
in?
This
You're
is just
You're
Offensive
welcome.
player of the year.
You're welcome.
What? Yeah.
Super Bowl
Oh, you want to get
champion.
in
You're
a bet?
welcome.
Philadelphia
You're
Eagles.
welcome.
I'll go for the
Can't be fighting with
Eagles.
Who's going to win? You go to
Listen, I'll go for the Eagles, right?
Can we?
Hey, you got to bring me a Chick-fil-A, a breakfast sandwich. And then-
I don't think the Giants are going to win.
I'm
You
the
don't
only
think
one
they-
that thinks they're
No,
going to
I
win.
don't
the
think that-
Giants? You don't think the Giants
No
gonna win?
way.
I'm the only one. I pick them every
No,
week.
the Giants are not going to win.
All
I'm
right,
just a
let me-
loyal
They
fan.
could win.
Let's
I'm a loyal
guess
fan. You
they-
never
put a
know.
small waiver.
Let's-
on.
I thought the Eagles
I'll
were
go
going to
with the
beat
Giants.
the Broncos last week.
Hold on, let's do predictions.
And you guys let them come back and win. So.
Well, Angie
Give me
said
the-
she liked your hat on the
thank
chat.
you, boo.
So the big head hat. There's another one down here.
There is.
Babcock would wear.
Mojo,
but
what do
his
they call?
hair
What are they
is
called
too
again?
precious.
What's the company? Noggin? What is it?
Noggin boss.
There we go. Noggin Boss.
What do you
I like
want?
this one
Founders
better, but this
Turf,
one matches
go
my
Terps.
shirt better.
Yeah. Oh, that matches
That's
too.
a nice one.
Wouldn't that also
Yeah.
matter?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
you
same.
Giants fan.
Too much
What are you talking?
rules.
It's too
Angie,
much bullshit.
guys.
I understand, Angie. If you want a Taylor Swift signed Kelsey jersey, that
Can-
makes sense. That makes
What you
sense.
want?
What's the prop bet on my guy Scatterboo?
Get
Well, we
him.
love him.
Yeah, what
All
are,
right,
what's,
can
gonna be
we-
what's our predictions?
Can
bets?
we do some
I-
predictions here?
Yes,
Let's,
Oh,
I
predictions?
feel
and we're gonna see who's
Liability.
right.
Giants by
I'm
field
gonna
goal.
write it down. Not that we're not recording.
Giants by field goal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to
Giants
give
by
a?
field
Do you
goal.
want to give a score, Shannon, or just?
I
just
do not. Just
Just
field
by
goal.
a field. Okay, Shannon's just gonna do just by a field goal.
Just by field goal.
Just let me lead.
You want to pick a team, or is
Yeah,
there?
so just
Okay.
who's anyone's winning by field goal?
So New York. All right.
my Giants are gonna win by
Giants
field goal.
win by
Okay.
field goal. Okay.
New York Giants by 3. Okay. All right. But I'm going to go 27-13 Eagles.
Okay.
Wow, you are
It
really
be your own.
going to get
It really
your
do
own.
be your own.
Really be your own.
They do.
What is that? What you said? 27.
27-13 Eagles.
27-13.
I think I'm going to go just under that.
Okay.
And I'm going to say 26-14 Eagles.
You're like Price is Right in me.
I am.
I feel like this is gonna be like a blowout. Like,
Do you
not,
think
not even
more?
close.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm thinking it's like 38-10.
Okay.
38-10.
Danny, I can
Eagles,
see
Eagles.
that.
38-10.
I can totally see
This
that.
is what happens when you play a real football
I'm giving
team.
Giants
Yeah.
10 points.
10?
10 points.
I know. I'll make a bet on something like that.
I'll give it a 10 points.
Every time I bet Keith, I win. I am like my second job is bets with Keith.
Well, a lot of the people commenting are saying Scattaboo might have a big game tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I would love for them to,
Yeah, I hope
especially
so.
on
I'd
Saquon
like
Barkley
to
we all
submit
hope we're
my
wrong.
documentary
prediction,
release
please.
nights.
Our
Yeah.
receivers are out
oh yeah,
because even Darius
Mojo. We
Slayton's
gotta get
out
Mojo's
too.
prediction.
Yeah, Mojo, what are we thinking?
Come on, Mojo.
I would like to Price is Right this thing and say 25-14.
25-14. Okay.
I'm the last one, right?
Wait, Giants or Eagles?
So 3-2 is the Price is Right.
Giants
Okay,
or
Mojo,
Eagles?
20. Yeah. Yeah, what we say, Mojo,
Oh,
20.
man, it's not doing anything.
Okay, Renee
25-13?
Shields agrees with you. Just a
What
little
you said,
field goal.
27-14,
Thank you, Ray.
26-14, so I'm
But-
25-14.
You're also gonna wear an Eagles jersey tomorrow if they win. So, and you know, Danny.
I got one.
Danny can't. Danny's got
I wouldn't put that
credibility.
on-
Danny has credibility
I think I would
in
literally-
the Giants
I would think I would
universe.
literally faint if I had to wear an Eagles
Yeah,
jersey.
Danny can't do that.
Come on, Giants. Don't disappoint me, guys.
Well,
We always
gonna
play better in
disappoint.
division
I
games.
don't
You
Danny,
know that.
Giants
You're right.
Nation. Danny is.
I've gotten into like full arguments at parties about Philadelphia sports.
that's real though. I mean,
Like the Eagles are averaging 25 points a game. I looked this up before. Giants 17.
okay.
Wait, wasn't that stat
17
you said
and a
the
half.
Giants haven't won a
Oh
Thursday
yeah,
night football game?
the Giants haven't won a Thursday night football game in 10 years.
And this is the
Yep.
year. That's
My
the
one of my
told you I'm
friends
giving
texted me
Giants
about
10
that saying
points,
that
man.
the last time
10
they won,
points,
he
10
was
years.
like 9 years
All right.
old.
Yeah. Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
this-
Here's what I'm scared of. So the Eagles coming off of a loss.
Yep.
The Giants have no wide receivers. They had just nobody at wide receiver. And yeah.
perfect time to get your boy
about,
back.
That's about.
Dylan's asking the real questions. Are we taking the over or the under on
What's the over?
4.5 tush pushes?
Oh,
this
4.5
game?
tush pushes. I'll go under 4.5 tush. I'll
Under
go
4.5 tush
Yeah, I'll go
pushes?
under.
I feel, like this, I feel like this is why we got this defensive line though, to stop
Yeah,
tush
that's-
pushes,
yeah.
but no one can stop it.
I know.
4.5.
I would
is-
think over still.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You're going over?
I'd go over.
I think we're doing
What do you
over
think,
under.
Mojo?
I'm taking the under.
Okay.
Yeah, it's under 4.5.
Write
tushes.
it down.
I think the over under on the actual over under is
I'll
I think
type it
40
out. So
points.
Mojo's got the under.
Does Jameis Winston
yeah,
make an
I'm going
appearance
under.
this year?
Does I mean,
Probably, maybe.
no, because if he does, it means that Jackson Dart's been hurt.
I feel like not for us.
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
They
he
would
Yeah,
trade
for
him by
somebody.
now.
If we just tank,
Yeah.
then maybe. If there's a point where
Yeah,
we start
well,
tanking, then I think
I
Jameson
think
will
they're
take it.
tanking right now.
J-Mo.
No, a few more
an
weeks, then
unintentional
they'll
tank.
decide if
That
they're
is
going to
true.
tank or not.
Yeah.
But that would be exciting. I honestly love watching.
Watching
Jameis is great.
He's so fun to watch.
I like
Jameis is
Jameis.
great.
I think Jameis is a great I don't think Russell is the mentor kind of guy.
No.
He's not. He didn't sign up for that. But I think Jameis is a good guy to
I
have
don't know
as
if
a
you
vet.
want Jameis mentoring you, but it's like a hype
No,
man.
I
maybe?
like this. You know
He's
what?
a
though?
very he's
I'll be
honest.
honest. No, I'll be honest. There was a time when we covered Jameis more
Oh
than
my
anybody
gosh,
here
more
at
than
TMZ.
anybody.
And now, the crab legs, all that stuff.
Well, he's
And
an electric personality that.
He's a high.
Florida State, baby.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like it's just if you have one 40-40 season and everybody gives
Yeah.
up on you, So
Well, I mean, I have no doubt if Jameis went to a team that was a playoff team, that he'll throw for 300,
Oh, for sure.
300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and
mean,
probably 3 interceptions.
he's
too.
the ultimate gunslinger.
Yeah.
I mean, during the Super Bowl last year, he was literally pitching to join the Giants the entire
Yeah,
time.
he was.
Saquon said, like, hey, it's a great org, though.
Yeah, you know it is. I mean,
As much as Saquon has hurt us this last year, he's only said nice
Yeah,
things about us.
he
I'll give
really
him
has.
that.
well, did you see have you seen all the clips spiraling from the documentary?
Are we really
that
going to
came
talk
out?
about that right now?
And about
Yeah.
how his daughter's favorite team, his second favorite team other than Giants, was
She
the
don't
Eagles.
know.
Oh,
She
my
was a
2023,
baby.
she's
You know,
like,
she was a
she's
How
like,
could
baby.
that
we want to
be?
play for the Eagles. Like,
How? Come on.
She was a
I love how
baby.
you New York fans just move on. Like,
From what?
you had a devastating loss
Oh.
last night,
Yeah.
and you
Well,
guys just move on.
You got Mets fan here, not really a baseball fan.
I'm on a wee bit of a hate
I
walk.
force
Yeah.
Yankees, but yeah.
Danny's happy, I'm sure, that the Yankees
I just need the
lost.
Phillies tonight to go down.
Yeah.
Then it would be peak.
I told Babcock my if they didn't win, that my Halloween costume was going to be a Yankees baseball player in stripe.
That's right.
So
He doesn't want that.
No, we don't.
We'll check in back tomorrow to see if our predictions were correct.
Yeah, we'll see.
And to see Babcock in this beautiful jersey.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Babcock,
fun.
why'd you make that bet?
I hope you
I don't know.
get ready for this
But I
hat.
mean,
I can't say no.
if it pays off, he's got 4 days to wear
Yeah,
that.
right.
And this
Yeah.
hat, the hat.
And the hat. So I'm going to be looking
Yeah.
real fun for.
I
month.
just got a new Lawrence Taylor jersey.
I know. I've
You just got one?
living in the past.
I know.
Babcock,
I'm not a
you got me
jersey-
on this thing?
Let me tell you something.
No?
He's not a jersey guy.
Why?
I don't think he
I
does.
feel strongly that adults should not wear jerseys.
I wear jerseys.
Sorry,
my apartment
Luca.
tonight.
Sorry,
I wear
Luca.
jerseys.
Luca's young. He's still young.
Sure.
Charles
If
wears
you're
a jersey.
40 and wearing a jersey, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I feel the same way.
Thank you, Ed.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's like
I haven't seen you wear
I
jerseys.
think over 21. I
Yeah.
guess out of college, you're done.
Right.
Hold on.
You're done.
Yeah.
So you're
Why?
saying, hold on. So you guys are saying if I went to a football game and wore a Patriots jersey,
maybe
that's
if you go to a
inappropriate?
game, I could.
It's almost worse because look at all the losers who fight at football games. They're always in a
We
jersey.
report on
It's never somebody that's in like a
Why?
Cowboys T-shirt or something. It's always some guy in a jersey. It's like, grow up, man.
No, but
Then you
and
look at
I'm
all the
not-
guys.
Cowboys fan,
started
mind you.
this. It's
And
not the
then
guy
you
that
look at all the
started
guys
it.
that
It's just-
don't
it's
fight
the
at the
girl that
game.
starts the
They're
fight.
also in jerseys. And it's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying, right, Mojo?
I will say this.
exactly,
I will say this. There's one exception, and it's if it's a legend. Like I
Lawrence
would not
Taylor.
mind an
Right.
LT.
Yeah,
like
right.
I was
Right.
Saquon
Yeah.
Barkley.
Yeah.
You know, no, like an old school
This
OG
guy.
from your days. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rock a Deion Sanders jersey.
Daniel
Like,
Jones.
it was
So
Right.
wait, wait.
my
So when
favorite.
I
Like,
so when you wore
Jackson,
that
a
Odell
Doc,
Beckham jersey
you
the other
know.
day, you were disappointed.
Yeah.
That one's borderline because he's
Why?
bordering on like old school. I might give you that one. But if you come in here in like a Daniel Jones jersey or
Oh wow.
or what else does he wear? Saquon Barkley,
Dexter
What's wrong with
Lawrence.
Saquon Barkley, though?
Dexter Lawrence, yeah.
Saquon
But you're
Barkley
also
is a
young
legend.
enough. I
Best
think
running
you're
back
right
season
on
of all
the
time.
fringe of not being hated on. But anything just out of college or right
Everyone
in
just feels
college,
bad for my jerseys.
it's over, man. You got to hang 'em.
I could
I
not agree
still
more.
wear jerseys. So.
Connor, let's do Blue Jays quick because I did not realize what time it was.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Appreciate you guys.
We're talking.
Oh, should I?
None of this matters anyway. The Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
Have they beaten
2026 Mets season.
Oh, Connor, is that happening?
Connor, do you want me to? I'll walk. Do you want me to walk to?
Yeah, let's walk over to
Okay.
let's walk over to Ed.
Tell him to talk to me.
Okay.
He's
All right, let's do it because I'm gonna do my live shot in 8 minutes. They'll probably talk, but you can, especially if we need to, some help filling time. Okay, so Yankees beat 5-2. I'll talk about Timothy a little bit. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do it. Welcome to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Toronto Blue Jays, moving on in the Major League Baseball playoffs, sent the Yankees home. Well, they were home already. Sent the Yankees to vacation in Cancun in Game 4. They beat the Yankees 5-2, and the Yankees season, after beating the Boston Red Sox in the wild card round, the season is over. And some organizations, some teams, you say, hey, let's win with class, we'll move on, kind of keep it pushing. That was not the Blue Jays' strategy last night because, boy, did they ever troll the Bronx Bombers. I mean, from manager to star player on down, they let the Yankees have it. Now, it was the Yankees were down early, 1-0. They tied the game up, and ultimately, again, they lose 5-2. There's a bunch of celebrities, obviously packed crowd, packed stadium, a bunch of celebrities there in the house last night. Timothy Chalamet, who of course is a big New York City sports fan, he brings his girlfriend Kylie Jenner. They are sitting really just feet away from where Bad Bunny had been sitting the night before. So star-studded crowd, did not matter because, again, the Yankees lose, season over. Now, a couple things here. John Schneider, the manager, he was speaking to his team after the game in the locker room. And, well, you know how the Yankees play Sinatra after a win? Well, here was the troll.
Every single one of you, bullpen game, Nathan Lucas, Miles Straw, all you it takes everybody every day. Start spreading the news, bitches. We're going!
Start spreading the news, bitches, he said. That's the manager. Ed, say something. It's Bush League.
It's pretty epic. It's an epic troll. I will say that. But also, like, man, it hasn't been that long since they were in the ALCS. It was 2016. So it does feel a little inappropriate. I will say that. But again, I want to hate him for it, but it's such a good troll, man. It is such a good troll.
Right, because and that, like, the New York, it's so synonymous with the Yankees. Like, I remember in the Aaron Boone walk-off home run against Tim Wakefield in 2003, and just walking out of the stadium with New York, just blaring and everybody singing it. It's so synonymous with the Yankees and Yankees success. For him to do that, it hurts. That wasn't all, though. It wasn't just the manager. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., of course, is an absolutely incredible player, son of Vladimir Guerrero, who is a Hall of Famer himself. As he was on the air with Big Papi, with the David Ortiz, with Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter, as the two Yankees had to watch and listen to this, Vladdy trolls the Yanks. Watch this.
Dale. The Yankee lose. The Yankee lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
But you don't take it personal. I get it.
One more. The Yankees lose.
Oh, my God.
It was on like 5 times. If you're not aware, that's something that, well, first of all, the Yankees win. That's the famed John Sterling's call after the Yankees win. What Big Papi does is he does his own version. When the Yankees lose, and of course, there Vladimir Guerrero Jr. kind of joining along 5 times. Mojo, I had to listen to that last night. I was about ready to throw my remote through my TV.
Man, I'm just glad that your mood changed around, because when you prefaced this segment, it sounded as if someone had died. You were all depressed, like something disgusting had happened. And now we're laughing about it. So that's good. You know me. I love to trash talk. I very much enjoy my trash talk, especially if it's friendly, respectful trash talk. Yeah. That's what this was. Nothing crossed the line here. Any Yankees fans that are upset are just upset that the Yankees lost. It's not so much the trash talk that followed. I mean, if you're the manager, you're just keeping these guys fired up, right? It ain't over, right? There's still more to go. So you got to find a way to keep your team hyped up, moving forward. Have your little bit of fun now. Give them a taste of what this feels like later on down the line, and then you get right back to work. But yeah, it's a big win, man, over the Yankees. Enough said on the Yankees. So you got to live it up a little bit. Papi, he's going to take his shots. Obviously, not everyone in that room was loving that moment. I believe there was a former Yankee himself with his face in his hands, not appreciating that. But, hey, you win some, you lose some. You got to take it all in stride. Everyone's being a good sport, so you like to see it.
Yeah, it was even 2 Yankees, Mojo, because you had not just A-Rod, but Jeter, too. So you had the 2 Yankees sitting there with the Red Sox, who, of course, the Red Sox season was ended by the Yankees just last week. So, these are passionate rivalries. I'll tell you what, the Blue Jays, they're, first of all, going to be one of 4 teams that are left. They've got a real, an actual solid chance of making the World Series. And, I think everything's in front of this team. There's nothing that they cannot accomplish. We will see what happens. I also know now, whenever next year finally here rolls around, that rivalry with the AFC East teams, the Yankees and the Blue Jays, that is going to be absolutely electric. But that's next season. Again, the Blue Jays have designs on winning a World Series here. Can they do it? We'll see.
All right, Babs, you got 20 seconds till 1:50.
Connor, you watch the mic, though, Connor, because I can hear everything you're saying.
Yeah, I heard you too, Connor.
It's hard to concentrate. Yeah.
One of our regulars, 2-word suck it, Mojo, one of your favorite guys in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Is talking about is repeating the Yankees lose chant currently. Got to rub it in a little bit.
Cut that out.
Cut that out.
It's pretty legendary. Yeah, it's
How
a
you do?
legendary thing. Like, that's really good.
Yeah, and I think baseball needs more of that.
I agree.
You know?
Did any of you guys watch the Phils Dodgers game?
I watched
I
some
was
of it.
asleep by the second inning.
I was a little out on baseball by that point.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, but some people in the chat, senior softball game, another regulars talking about they panned a Sandy Koufax on there.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Does he?
Looks real good.
Probably go out there and pitch an inning.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. It looks like you still go out there and pitch an inning or two.
Connor, go ahead.
You know who doesn't look good? Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Has that dude ever pitched well in any playoff game in his life? I mean, even in his mop-up duty in a blown-out game.
Yeah, that was a
5 earned.
Two-word suck is saying he was just trolling you, Babs. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, we have another
hard
really
feelings.
good comment in this chat that I want to read out
here we
from Adam Wheeler, who says, as a millionaire living my best life, I'm giving $20,000 to the first 20 people who message me.
That's amazing.
You gotta love the spam comment. Did anyone ever fall for those things?
Hey, Julie, I got you.
There's definitely people that do.
Awesome.
It couldn't be me.
Please don't. If you're listening, please don't ever fall for crap like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, all good.
So Shamar's just going to toss to you if you can do a quick summary.
What else did the chat want to talk about?
Let's see.
We
So.
got Babcock. Babcock doing his
Oh,
thing.
shoot the live shot. Okay. Let's see here.
Okay, but then we can shoot the live shot.
Yeah, so we'll do this real quick, and then we'll move on to Angel. Connor, do you know what I was saying? That I could hear you talking. Okay.
Well.
National Harbor. Couldn't even
Yeah, no, it's all
You
good.
need me to
All
go
good.
stand up.
bright blue sky, beautiful calm blue water.
Chat, stay in for the live shot with Bab going all the way over to DC.
Dry air mass obviously overhead. Winds came down a bit compared to yesterday. Not as gusty. Still out of the east-northeast at 10 miles an hour. These are current temperatures. Look how cool. 57 in New York, 56 in Boston, 52 in Burlington. They were in the 80s just 2 days ago.
Two-word suck it. That is definitely Kershaw's one of his last games pitching if they don't win the series, but because he's retiring at the end of the season.
And with the light winds and the clear skies tonight, those are freeze warnings and frost advisories that extend from New England down.
Blue Jays are probably favorited right now.
Including Loudon, Frederick, and northern Montgomery, as well as western.
I think the most bet is Blue Jays and the Phillies, or not the Phillies, Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
Dusting on the car, the pumpkin, and then the freeze warning.
According to
back
FanDuel.
out across the mountain, 32 degrees or below. So if you have sensitive plants or flowers out there,
Angie, I agree. Timmy does look good with the shaved head. I think that some pictures and some angles of it were not as good, but I think it's growing on me. But he's a jinx to New York sports, and that has only been further proven with this Yankees loss.
Saturday, not terrible, but also not great, as we can get some showers in here as early as the mid-afternoon. So that cool feel has been established, and with rain approaching due to this coastal low, it will just reinforce that cool feel. Here's the latest European model, and it has low pressure just offshore. You see how it moves up from the Carolinas through the day on Saturday, brings some rain in Sunday, and then Sunday night, it does keep the heaviest of the rain just to our east, maybe offshore, but impacting northeastern Maryland, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Be a close call. If this wobbles inland a little bit, we would get some heavier rain locally. If it goes farther offshore, we would get even less rain. But the thing about this model and other ones,
Stand by, Scott. I mean, Michael, sorry.
you see it was headed northward, and then all of a sudden it drops south. Not a good picture for the coastline, as you could get into a period of time where you're dealing with erosion that kind of goes on for days due to the battering of the winds and water along the coastline. Also, this rain could be impacting the Commanders game Monday night. So we've got a lot of potential headlines for that, and we'll continue to watch it as we get closer into that Sunday and Monday time frame. Looks like we clear out, have some better weather next week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Caitlin. A Los Angeles Lakers fan is suing LeBron James, alleging the NBA superstar duped him with the second decision Hennessy advertisement and cost him hundreds of dollars. TMZ is all over this. Michael Babcock joining us live. Michael, off the surface, this sounds a bit frivolous.
Yeah, Shamari, hi. I think a lot of people are saying that today. But this guy, he's a 29-year-old lifelong Lakers fan who says when he heard about the decision, he immediately bought tickets for the last Lakers versus Cavs game, which is at the end of March, Shamari, because he thought last time LeBron plays his former team, and that's going to be a great game to be at. Well, then LeBron obviously has a Hennessy ad, no retirement announcement, and this guy says, look, I spent $865, so now he has turned around and sued LeBron James, who is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more. He has sued him for $865, Shamari. I'm not sure he's going to win this lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know, Michael, but I want to thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Shamari.
Says he's a real Lakers fan? Questionable. All right, you can watch TMZ right here on Fox 5 at 7:30, right after Like It or Not.
Perfect, Michael. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Julie. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
Bye. All righty. Thanks, guys.
A little insight into the life of Michael J. Babcock.
Yeah, or she come over here, just because it's just a little dark over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shannon, come over here. Talk to me over here.
There you go, sir.
It's too dark. So we gotta get some light over there, I think. Okay, so this is. All right, I'm still going.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
To Victoria's Secret Angel Reese.
Got it. And we said, Connor, we just got B-roll. B-roll and stills.
Yep.
Okay, great. And she is the first active athlete to walk. Okay. Still A2, right, Connor? Okay.
Angie, I do not believe so. I think that was in D.C.
All right, moving on to WNBA star Angel Reese, who is doing something that no other athlete has ever done before. She is walking in the upcoming Victoria's Secret fashion show as a model. Now, she is, of course, one of the most popular basketball players in the world. There's a lot of people who love her, a lot of people who don't love her. Bottom line is she is one of the most well-known athletes. And now, Shannon, she does something that, again, that nobody else has done before. The Victoria's Secret fashion show is a big deal.
Right.
I'm sure it's a great honor for her. And she looks great, too, by the way.
Yeah, she did look great. And you know what's so crazy? Just a week ago on her podcast, she said, just because I'm fine doesn't mean I don't take basketball serious.
Right.
And people were hating on her.
Really?
They were
They
like,
mad at her
she's
for
too
that?
cocky, blah, blah, blah. And she proved
like
to
it.
them with this that she can do both. I mean, besides, you know, Victoria's Secret runway, she did Sports Illustrated covers. She's been looking beautiful at Met Gala. And granted, like the basketball aspect, like she got into some drama, obviously, with the Chicago Sky.
Right.
Got into some like beef with the teammates and
She
the
was
front
critical
office.
of them, right, that they weren't doing everything they needed to
We
do
need
to try and
change
put together
the
a winning
roster.
team.
But the GM said we still want her. We're keeping her. So she's
Well, I
proven.
think, I mean, I think that's a good point, too. Like, if you're the GM of the team, I know, like, her game is polarizing. A lot of people say that, you know, her offensive game sucks and she gets her own rebounds and all that stuff. But she's so popular, too. So from that standpoint, I've got to imagine she's selling so many tickets. And right? And I agree. She's kind of becoming like an icon off of the court, especially when it comes to the fashion. She's doing all of this modeling stuff. So she... You know, I think, you know, off the court, at least, if you don't think she's as good as Caitlin Clark on the court, I mean, off of the court, which she's doing, I think every bit as big as the stuff that Caitlin Clark's doing. And she continues to do her thing.
And I just want to mention the other endorsements that Angel has. Reebok, her Me-Bound, remember her sneakers?
Yeah.
She said on her show last week that she actually sold Me-Bound merch. Remember they were making fun of the Me-Bound thing?
Yeah.
She allegedly sold, well, she earns over 6 figures.
Wow.
That's what she said.
Which I believe.
I believe, too.
Yeah, I like that she does that, too. Like, she's taken something where people were making fun of her with the Me-Bounce thing, and now she's like, okay, hey, I'm going to make money off of it, so thank you.
Smart. And she also has Beats by Dre, Reebok, Reese's, of course, Reese's. And then she owns DC Power Football Club. Yeah. So she's making big moves off the court as well. So, I mean, I see how people hate on her. She's all this and that, but she's. Yeah,
a lot of people don't like confidence.
They think she is.
Right, exactly. I think a lot of people don't like confidence, especially when it's a confident woman. too bad.
But granted, they do got to get better on Chicago Sky.
Yeah, they do. They do.
2 losing seasons in a row. Basketball-wise,
yeah, she
you got to
be a little
do
bit
better.
But...
And they do have to do better on that roster. I ain't going to lie. She, you know.
You're going to get in trouble with the GM now, too.
I'm going to get fined. Please don't find me.
The leader, she's the leader of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't like what she said?
Yeah,
right. Remember, she was real critical. I'm sure people remember. She was like really critical of the team and the players. And yeah, we've got good players, but we need players that are going to help us win championships.
I mean, I do agree. That's something you talk about in the locker room. You don't just blast it on your podcast or to the media. That's something you talk in-house.
I agree. That was not the way to go about it.
And it's cool to do the endorsements and all that stuff, what you're doing and stuff. At the end of the day, though, you're a ball player. Like,
okay, but they're not getting paid like they think they should be. That's why they're doing what they're doing.
Well, they go overseas.
I think sometimes.
But we all saw what happened to the overseas. They're all trying to stay away from that with the Brittany Griner thing.
Sometimes, though, that's
granted, I don't think they'll do what she did.
I'll say what, though, Shani. You know what? They don't even really, I don't think they need to do that as much anymore now.
Thank you.
That's it?
Yeah.
They don't need to do that as much anymore now because you read the endorsements. They're making so much money off of the endorsements.
All the money's off the court for them.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you can't really knock her for trying to get as much opportunities as she can off the court.
No, I don't. And with the media, sometimes you got to send a message, right, Mojo? You got to send a message through the media. I'm sure she has expressed her frustrations with the roster before. If you're not getting the desired,
outcome.
Yeah.
But I do kind of agree, though, that she might need to get in the lab a little more. I mean, you know,
she does.
Like this. That's the one thing is it's like all of this goes away if you
win.
Even if you win though, it's like even if she wins, like even if they are the 1 seed. And she's still like recording the me bounds every game. Like it's never gonna stop for it's like just make a layup, make your wide open layup.
They have to make it to the playoffs, and I think they'll calm down a little.
It's like I would actually rep some me bound merch, but
I love me bound. I know.
That's an amazing. That's such a great trademark.
Let's get me bound.
Oh wait, with the Super Bowl 59 Saquon Barkley jersey. Okay, I can do that.
I'm gonna get us me bound shirts.
John S commented that he missed you yesterday, Mojo.
John S. Well. We had a big one yesterday over at AEW wrestling all day yesterday.
Who'd you talk to, Mojo?
Yeah, how about that one, man? That was my first time actually at an AEW show.
Really?
So
How was it?
Big day. Saw all of our talent. Saw a ton of wrestling. It was actually my first time at a WWE or AEW show since I wrestled.
No way. Did it make? I know you've talked about over the years, and you and I have talked about this, about getting back in there and wrestling. Did it make you miss wrestling? Did it make you want to get back in the ring being at an actual event?
Dude, I kept thinking I needed to go get changed because I had a match coming up. I just immediately defaulted back to the old days as if I had never left. But, yeah, I mean, look, it always makes me miss it. I always miss it. I always, say I still plan on wrestling again, just not full time. You know, like seeing you guys yesterday. I mean, they got some athletes over there that are pros, man, and they're really good at what they do. So I'm looking at it and I'm watching and I'm saying, I really would have to commit a lot of time into getting my body back to where it was and shaking the rust off. And I'm not willing to do that right now.
Is it
like one match here and there for fun?
Right, but not
That's
consistently.
Good for me.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things, Mojo, where you have to? I'm sure you need to, like you said, you need to knock the rust off a little bit. But assuming you get back, you train a little bit. Is that something then that you have to keep on training, or once you sort of do it, then you kind of can keep doing it without practicing the craft every single day?
Well, I actually got in ring for some practice with Kalisto and Grand Metalik, 2 of the luchadors, a couple days ago. I mean, we ran full matches. We were bumping and feeding and all of these things, and it was fine. But if I'm going to be on TV, I got to escalate my game to a place where fans that are watching aren't going to be like, man, he fell off. Like I got to be sharp. My athleticism, my strength's got to be back. My cardio's got to be right because that whole Mojo stay hype thing was contingent upon exceptional cardio.
Mojo, how sore were you the next day, though?
None.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, look,
it's not like a football game where you're hurting.
I also wasn't doing anything crazy while I was in there, right? Like we weren't.
Well, how about in general though? Like, just how about in general after a match? Like, not just necessarily you with Kalisto the other day, but how about after go back 5 years, a WWE match? How sore would you be the next day? Or not?
You know, really, it was never really from the individual matches. You know, it was the fact that we would have matches 4 or 5 days every single week in front of big crowds. You know, so I mean, there's one thing about like going to practice every day for 3-4 hours at the performance center and then wrestling the shows on the weekends.
Right.
You know, because practice you can control. They're not trying to like kill you usually.
Right.
But performing 4 or 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, everything just adds up and you have no time to recover. But individually, like minus maybe a big TV match or a pay-per-view, you don't wake up overly banged up. I mean, your back is stiff. Maybe you can't really like turn your neck to side too well, but you pinch nerve or something. But usually you're okay.
Well, interesting. I have wondered that.
I wake up sore getting up.
But after a week of that, you just are, and even that, it's not even the matches as much. It's the fact that you have to rush from the match to get on a plane or sit in a car for 6 hours to the next city. That'll get you too.
Right. Yeah, they didn't think of that, the travel.
That's what she
All right, let's do Alex Pereira.
Mojo, 2 Word Suck It has a good request. You got to come into the office. He says we need you live in the studio.
I know. Yeah,
but then I'd be the tallest dude in the division, and what would Ed say?
That is a fact.
Well, then they need to. Well, then that way we can get the little, somebody to officiate the Lucas x Ed wrestling match.
Mojo's been here a few times before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It has been a while though.
It has been. It's
John
been
has
too long.
one of your figures, Mojo. He said he has one of your figures new in box.
Dude, my merch sales must be going up all of a sudden.
When is he coming to Toronto for a signing? He wants to get that figure signed, Mojo.
I'll do it for free. I actually haven't done a single signing since WWE, I think. Got to keep my autograph value strong.
Hey, you heard it, John.
We should have
let's make that happen.
We should have a Lucas.
Okay, or Babcock, what do you think about tonight? Who do you think's taking it, Phils or Dodgers? 2 Words Suck It and official John Charles are asking, going back and forth in the chat about who
is going to win tonight.
Yeah, Phils or Dodgers. And they're saying that and they also asked, do you think that the Dodgers could have had a better chance of winning last night had Kershaw not pitched?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think it all
I don't know who's pitching tonight. What's the feeling? Are they arguing about who wins tonight?
See. They're just wondering. They were wondering about if Kershaw hadn't pitched.
If
obviously,
they would, right.
But I mean, that's kind of a hard one to. I mean, his playoff success has never been great, but it's.
I thought the Dodgers were going to win this. I thought the Dodgers were going to win this series before, especially without
the Dodgers
with no Wheeler, and the Dodgers were playing better.
It's right October.
They're like a roller coaster, man. Like I told you, LA,
but they were playing better later in the year.
And they let you.
Tonight it's lefty Christopher Sanchez for the Phils, then Tyler Glasnow.
Okay, I'll go Dodgers. I think Dodgers wrap the series up tonight.
Oh.
But I'm out on baseball. I'm done with baseball.
You're hanging it up till next
year. Let's go Knicks.
The Knicks?
Let's go Knicks.
You got to go ahead and get Giannis. Stop playing around.
I would love Giannis.
Stop playing around.
I would love Giannis, but not for Jalen Brunson, though. But Cat can go.
Ooh.
You guys didn't give all those picks for Michael Bridges.
I know.
You guys would have him.
All right, moving on to
Giannis.
UFC lightweight champion Alex Pereira.
Okay.
We have a former middleweight champion in Luke Rockhold giving us his thoughts historically on where Pereira stands in the history of the UFC.
Okay, got it. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Alex Pereira, he is without a doubt one of the most popular UFC fighters ever, period. But how good is he? How great is he? What is Alex Pereira's legacy? We know that he just went in there in what was a rematch of only his second ever UFC loss against Ankalaev at UFC 320 on Saturday. And he just foot on the gas, boom, domination, a bunch of elbows, punches, got Ankalaev out of there. This is a guy who beat him just a couple of months ago. Now Alex Pereira back on top of that mountain. He is again the light heavyweight champion. But again, what's his legacy? That's the question that we asked the guy who is himself a UFC legend. I'm talking about Luke Rockhold. We saw Luke Rockhold out in LA this week, and Luke himself was a former champion, not at 205 pounds, but at 185 pounds. He was the middleweight champion. Luke Rockhold has in the past been very critical of Pereira. he ain't being too critical anymore. He's kind of giving him his flowers. Watch this.
Man, I used to hate on Alex Pereira, but gangster. It's all about confidence. It's all about. It's like he has it. He has it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't hate on anymore.
For sure.
He's one of the goats. Cause he carries the same mindset every time. You know, like he don't have the ground game. The got balls.
I love that.
No more hate, Alex. Hey, you're a gangster. You're he's one of the best champions of all time.
Shout out to Luke, who definitely was not out that night having fun. But yeah, that's the thing. That I give Luke credit because he has really been down on Pereira in the past. And while he did say there he doesn't have any ground game, which is true, the fact that his stand-up is just it's incomparable to anybody else. His power, his skill, and in a minute and 20 seconds he beats one of two guys who have beaten him before, Mojo. And yeah, I think he is one of the most dominant fighters ever. People love him in that it's his personality, his aura, whatever it is, but just fans are so drawn to this guy, and he backs it up. And I think he's probably bigger now than ever with the win on Saturday.
Talking about people having confidence, that's certainly this guy right here, man. He's got the swagger to go with it, and clearly the chip on his shoulder from the win this past weekend. I mean, that, goodness gracious, was a statement. That's how you turn around and show somebody that previous L was a fluke, was a mistake, an accident. You literally do exactly what he did in that fight. I mean, that's how you overcome it and move forward. I mean, for Luke Rockhold, you gotta love when you see a guy pull a total 180, right? Because he didn't want to appreciate that guy. I mean, you know how it is in sports. You typically publicly, by default, just show love, right? You're trying to avoid conflict. For you to pull a 180 after talking trash, you're being forced to eat your words, and you so much to the point where you have to own it. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. So I got to think that Pereira saw that and at least appreciated, right? Like he might instead still be like, screw that guy. I don't care. He was talking trash before. He better bow down now, but you never know, man. Like you let it be. Rockhold obviously was a guy that was on top of the world too for a while and, hit a screeching halt towards the end of his career. I think he lost 4 of his last 5 or something like that shortly after winning the title. But hey, man, that's how it goes in the fight game. Sometimes you take that one loss and you never recover afterwards. Pereira, not so much.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Mojo, too. It happens fast, and when people are done and they lose it, I think it's such a fine line between being on top and being just one other ordinary fighter. It's such a fine line that when you lose it, it goes quickly. And Pereira's 38 years old, and I think fans were rightly questioning, okay, is he over? Is his prime past him? And, well, I don't know that they're asking that question anymore after Saturday night again. So it was a dominant fight. There's a lot of talk now that Pereira actually may go up and fight at heavyweight where he could potentially face John Jones. How much fun would that be? So a bunch of big fights on the horizon here potentially for Alex Pereira. And, well, he's getting his flowers from Luke Rockhold. I like it. He's one of my favorite fighters.
Dude.
Not Rockhold. I like Rockhold too, but
I'm nervous about Pereira.
Yeah. You don't want to see John Jones?
I don't want to see John Jones fight. I think him fighting again, if he loses, that's the last thing you're going to think about him is him losing that fight.
Well, Pereira would probably fight Aspinall now, because to become the first UFC fighter ever to win 3 belts in 3 different divisions.
Right. I think that's what Lucas said. I think is exactly right. So if there have been a couple, 5 or 6 double champs before, there has never been a triple champion though. And John Jones relinquished his heavyweight belt. So if he does want those 3 titles, then the answer is Aspinall.
Does he become the GOAT of
oh, man,
UFC?
I think if he did, Luca, I think he is.
I mean, he's been in the UFC like 4 years.
Yeah.
And he's done so much already.
It's hard. It would be hard not to say that, I think. It's so hard. And I think, too, the fight, if you go on YouTube and search, not now, but go search on YouTube,
watching the show.
UFC 1, 2, 5, whatever. They're so much better. The athletes are so far advanced now than they were,
for sure.
right? It's
the technique, everything with them. And I only really started watching in the last couple of years because one of my friends is a big fan of it. And I mean, going back and seeing some of the older fights to now, the technique's completely different.
It's
the grappling and everything behind it. Just obviously people don't want to see grappling most of the time. I think that's a pretty popular consensus. But
that's when they start booing.
But guys like Pereira and these guys that are just these big heavy hitters, I think for the sport it would be huge to have this fight happen.
Yeah.
And I think it will.
In both. I would as a big fight fan, I would definitely be into Aspinall and Pereira too. But I think John Jones and him would be fun. The question for me is, I think if John wanted to beat Pereira, he could. If he says I'm gonna wrestle, I think he could easily beat Pereira. If he says I'm not gonna wrestle him and we're gonna stand up, then it might be different.
Here's the thing. When's the last time John Jones fought? It's been
like a year.
The last time John fought was against Stipe Miocic.
November 16th, 24.
Yeah,
right.
So almost a year.
That was Stipe, right, Mojo?
Yeah. Yep.
That was against Stipe at the Garden. That was when there was Elon Musk, Trump, everyone was at that fight.
I mean, he kicked the.
My sister Kristen was at that fight. It was remember that side kick to the ribs was brutal.
Dylan, you're right. Pereira is 13-3 and Khabib is 29-0. But we actually put a poll out saying who the GOAT of UFC is between Khabib, McGregor, John Jones, and Pereira.
Okay, what's the question? What are the options?
The options on who the best UFC fighter ever is we put between Khabib, McGregor, John Jones, and Pereira.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses on who won? You and Mojo?
The answer should be John Jones.
Okay.
To me, I would say John Jones, Habib. Who are the other two? Conor,
McGregor and Pereira.
Pereira then McGregor.
Pereira then McGregor for me.
Okay.
Conor is not a.
He's probably the most
he's the most popular.
excitement.
Yeah.
He's exciting.
John Jones is the best to me. I get 29-0 is incredible, and Habib beat all of the best guys at 155 in his era. What was the
answer was John Jones. Everybody, the majority, 50% of people said John Jones.
Who was second?
Khabib was second.
Okay.
And then it's like 17 and 15 between Pereira and McGregor. So,
now,
but Pereira was. So you had it the order exactly.
Was the right order? If you were to ask me who was the most important, I may say Conor because
that is the answer.
He transcended UFC as a personality.
Yeah. He sat right.
You need that face. You need that spokesperson. You need somebody that's gonna sell the sponsorships, the tickets, escalate the business. I mean, if you're talking about most valuable,
it's him,
then,
right?
Yeah, it's Conor. But if you're talking about the GOAT, who's the best fighter? I mean, it's gotta be John Jones.
Yeah.
And for me, if it's a tie, it goes to the heavyweight.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I agree with that.
But then does that make Pereira the GOAT if he gets a heavyweight belt?
Yeah, maybe it might.
No.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would say that, and he didn't do it for long enough. I mean, John has been doing this for so long.
That's what I mean.
John's an amazing athlete. I mean, he came off.
It's gotta be.
His guy's, he's
even if Pereira beat Jones at this point, since Jones is so far, into his career, I still don't know if that changes my mind.
Right, because I think a lot of people
even between those two alone.
What would it take for you? Let's say that was hypothetically speaking, Pereira beats Aspinall, gets the belt. How many title defenses would it take for you to say that he is in heavyweight, that he is the best to ever do it?
There's no big names enough for him to really, stand on that huge reputational win right now, right?
There really isn't.
Beating Aspinall and then beating John would help.
Well, that would be the only two that I think would be.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's a good point that he is kind of like past his. I mean, that would be awesome.
But it's like you said, the UFC has to elevate in their statue now, like where they were before.
Yeah, they need to find.
They just
they need to find
the best of the best
star.
Yeah, they had the best of the best before. Now
it's tough though with UFC. I mean, like pro wrestling, you can make the stars and put titles on who you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put the world behind. Say it's like a Paddy Pimblett or something. The second he loses one time, everybody's like, all right, he's not the guy.
Right, you got to find the guy with the talent and also the skills on the microphone, the man or woman, because it absolutely could be a woman as well.
Yeah, the women.
Suckett was mentioning that when we talked about Conor McGregor. Do you think he's been out too long to be considered for this White House fight? Because I know obviously he's suspended at the moment. But
I think that Dana's got a concern. I know this for a fact, that the UFC has a concern that Conor's not reliable. They can't have this thing fall apart. You know, they can't promote a Conor McGregor fight and then he's not there for some reason because he gets in trouble or whatever it might be. So I think that's the thing. But Dana has said it's going to be the biggest fight card ever. So I'm intent on being there.
That's, man, how much do you think those tickets would go for?
I don't know, but
free because TMZ is going to send us.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it. Paul Pierce. Okay.
Paul Pierce?
Yeah. Can you help it? Yeah. And by help, I mean do it all.
Yeah, let me just print this real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're calling a little audible here because we were going to do a Bill Belichick story. Well, here, I'll do that while it's getting ready here. Bill Belichick, they're not having a good season, obviously, at UNC, and they're 2-3. They scored 19. They've gotten outscored, I think, 70-something, 73 or so to 19 the last 2 weeks. It's been bad. There's talk that Bill wants out and that UNC wants Bill out, that they're talking about this potential, that this buyout, that UNC actually may just give him the money to leave. And both Bill and UNC have come out and said, hey, not true. So I guess he's going to be there. I suppose he's going to be there at least for this season. He signed a 5-year deal with a $10 million guarantee each season. UNC, they can't be happy to pay to get their ass kicked every week. So I think it's a probably 50-50 at best that he's there next season. I don't know what you guys all think. You think he's gonna be a UNC head coach next year?
Yeah, I mean,
you think so?
I think he's realizing I don't want to be there. Yeah. Which could change things, but at the same time, no matter where he goes, he's gonna encounter this, whether it's college or NFL. Like the game has passed him by. It's clear.
You think so?
Like it was clear in New England the last 3 years about Tom Brady that the game has passed him by, and now it's even more clear that they gave him a budget to pay these kids, and they still can't get them to play.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly because the personal issues now, because if the NFL didn't really take him before with all this other stuff, I think they definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a job for him.
Why would you ever take him back as your NFL? And then
I know.
He's willing to flake on his team 4 games into the season, or reportedly willing to.
This is his first year, though. That's the thing.
And they've got all new players. I mean, the whole team is different.
Do you know how many college football teams have new players and not getting run? I mean, look at these scores: 48-14, 34-9, 38-10.
But you can't expect him to come in and win right away.
Trophy winners.
Yeah,
you can't expect him to come in and win right away. You're trying to turn around a whole program. Like
I expect it not to be blowouts every time they play a real team. You know.
All right, let's move on.
I would say that hey, after next year, if they're still losing, then you got to do something. You got to make a move.
Yeah.
But you can't in one season.
Yeah. Well, and we got to move on here. But the fact that there might not be an NFL job out there for him, that might just make his decision for him, right? Because if you're going to go coach in college, you may as well stay at UNC. Okay, let's talk about. Maybe we should have just done Bill Belichick, but we'll talk about Paul Pierce because this was a story that was just breaking here that Edward got here.
Cool. All right. Let's do a welcome back. Breaking news, Paul Pierce arrested. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go Babcock.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. NBA legend, Hall of Famer Paul Pierce was arrested early this morning in Los Angeles for allegedly driving drunk. And this guy is obviously is one of the best basketball players that we have ever seen. He is a bona fide Hall of Famer. And now he's also in some trouble.
It actually went down Tuesday night.
It was. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
According to the California Highway Patrol, it actually all stemmed from a traffic accident that occurred on Highway 101 up in the Valley area.
Okay, so a big highway out here in LA.
A little bit north of what people considered Los Angeles, I suppose. And what the cops are saying is that around 10:38 p.m., they had to close down lanes of traffic in order to conduct a crash investigation.
Okay.
Now, roughly an hour later, they opened up the lanes of traffic. Now, when they opened them up, they found a car that was simply just parked in the traffic lanes, right? And they went up to investigate, and they say they found Paul Pierce asleep at the wheel of that car. They said an ensuing investigation revealed that he had exhibited signs of intoxication,
right?
And they basically said he was drunk driving.
Wow. Because I misunderstood this at first, as well as getting the date wrong. So I was wrong all over the place first time. I thought that had been him in the accident, but no, he was just chilling because the road was closed.
No, you've been in that situation before, right?
Yeah.
Like they make you all stop and everybody, all lanes of traffic are closed.
Paul said, I'm allegedly going to sleep. I know, Mojo, I know what you're going to say already because we have talked, unfortunately, about so many DUIs. And he's not been convicted. It's an allegation here now. It's a charge. But we've talked about this so much. The guy made an insane amount of money if he is driving drunk like police say he is. It's like, why again? I don't understand it.
Yeah. I hate to sound like a broken record because I'm just going to have to like insert my token statement at the beginning of all these segments. But it's so dumb. Why is always the question? You got the money, you probably got the connections. Call a buddy to drive you. Call an Uber, get a chauffeur. Doesn't matter, be comfortable, but why risk drinking and driving? Gotta say, allegations.
Yes.
We've seen some cases in the past that were very damning, and it turns out the guy was totally innocent in the right, so I don't want to get too carried away here, but I just hate these so much, and you're just at a point in your career where it's just, come on, man. You've been in the spotlight for so long. Like, you know how to get out of these situations. Why are you doing it now?
Yeah. Perfect. Great. Yeah, we could see how much he's made. Paul made so much money.
My thing is, you go out and drink with your buddies. Like, you can Uber, you can do anything. Waymo, like you.
It's really not that expensive either to do.
You can get a private driver like for all I care.
So enjoyable.
$200 million, it says.
You could kind of get like, I don't want to drive home with some stranger.
Right.
And I'm
I've never been. You guys have done Waymos. I've never
I do
done
Waymo almost exclusively.
Really?
And
it's such an enjoyable experience.
The price is generally a little bit more. But man, if I had $200 million,
see, I've noticed that it's like not as much certain. Like, cause I'll compare it between like Lyft, Uber, whatever, and like on weekends and stuff. Usually it's like at least comparable, but the thing I've noticed with Waymo is that they'll do, if you don't use it for a while, they'll give you money.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They'll like, I got like a $25 credit the other day just because I hadn't gotten one like a week.
They're clean, there's nobody to
talk
to.
Yeah, see, I was just going to say that, Mojo. Anybody out there, you guys may not be familiar with this, but we've got these like self-driving cars.
Like a robot. And it's super enjoyable. This isn't an ad or anything. But
have you seen these, Mojo?
It's why you don't want to take a Lyft or an Uber is I don't want to deal with people. I don't want a smelly car. It's usually small and cramped and cloth interior. And when he's in the valley, I'm sure it's a far way to go,
There you go.
Yeah, the Waymos are nice.
But there's no excuse if you have a driverless car to take you around.
There's no excuse if you have $200 million.
Take a little helicopter.
I don't know about these driverless cars, man. They make me nervous. I think I'll stick to Uber.
They make me nervous driving next to them sometimes.
Like, what do you think's going to happen? Like the Terminator's going to come out of them? Like they only go 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, then I'm definitely not taking it because I got places to be.
So here it is. Look, you're just like.
I agree, two-word suck it. It should not be a thing. Yeah, and they're like Jaguars. They're like nice cars.
At first, no?
Not at all. You wouldn't even know.
I think you notice it a lot less than you think you would.
And they don't
take you
like,
they don't take freeways, right?
Yeah, they don't take you on highways and like so it's like I was telling Mojo, it's barely over 35 miles an hour if it even gets to that,
So it says they're in LA, Phoenix, San Fran, Atlanta, Austin, coming soon to Miami and DC.
Yeah.
You know what, Mojo? I've seen times now where there's 3 of them in a row, and it just kind of you think about the future. You're like, there's going to be a time when it's just going to be all driverless cars.
I wonder why they haven't.
Well, then I'm okay with it. Then
I don't know. Yeah, they
don't have them in Vegas.
Those things. Apparently, I was reading about the technology and stuff that they use.
They're
it's crazy.
I mean, it's got to be something with like the
LiDAR.
with how hot. I mean, actually, they have them in Phoenix and Arizona, right? So I mean,
they do. Yeah.
I was gonna say it could be something with like the heat, but I don't.
I know Vegas fought Ubers for a long time too.
Yeah.
What is?
Because the cab drivers didn't want Ubers, and I'm sure the Uber drivers don't want Waymos because it takes people out of jobs, and I'm sure there's a big fight over it. That's
official John Charles, I agree. I mean, with a guy when you're a professional athlete of that stature. And then, you get into broadcast and everything. You're making too much money to be making decisions like that.
It's definitely not a money thing. It's just, it's one of those things, I'm fine. And maybe you're technically not. And, and then,
Is he's not working for Fox anymore?
No, he is not anymore.
He has a podcast, I believe,
Fox fired him.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he has, at least to my knowledge, has not been hired anywhere else. Yeah. But, I mean, he's a
two-word suck it, there's your answer.
He's not Kobe Bryant like he might think he is, but he's,
He's a famous wizard.
I have a story about Paul Pierce, but I'll tell that later.
Well, speaking of not drinking, let's move on to Allen Iverson.
Speaking of not drinking, Connor, thank you.
Real ones know about Paul Pierce on the Wizards.
Yeah.
Hey, you talked about Allen. Did you hear about Allen Iverson's
being sober?
Not sober, but his
top five.
His top five.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yep, we're about to talk about that.
I love it.
Follow the TMZ Sports Instagram for a post on that later.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Check it out.
I love that one.
We've got a.
And it's sober. Congratulations, AI.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Give me 10.
We could, whatever time you need. We have always in the past, we were using, for sports stuff, we would use the TMZ's Instagram account. We're basically sharing an account. We've got our own account. What is it, Luca?
It is TMZ Sports on Instagram, at TMZ Sports, and then TMZ_sports on TikTok. Babcock just had a video of him talking about, I believe, LeBron.
Yeah,
that
LeBron
went,
James
yesterday, and then talked about Mark Sanchez. That video did almost 150,000 views, so
that's great.
Go follow for some quality content over there.
That's great. That's good, yeah. So we're able to do more stuff and kind of bring more of our interviews and breaking news, exclusive stories, all that fun stuff.
That's how little I'm on TikTok. I don't even follow any of the TMZ. Here we go. Join me, everyone at home, same time. There
we go.
Rectified.
Yeah, let's go.
There we go. All right, so we're going to go 4 minutes here.
Yeah, so we'll do NBA legend Allen Iverson. He's releasing his memoir soon, and he went on CBS Mornings to talk about it this week, and he revealed that he was 6 months sober, and we caught him out in New York City and asked him about it.
Okay.
And then he also told us who he thinks his game was most similar to in today's NBA and 5 of his favorite players that he's watching right now.
Got it. And that's all part of the same bite, Connor?
Correct.
Okay, got it. So 5 favorite players from this, from today's game, current players, and talking about what would we say, the kind of the importance of his sobriety, or? Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Did he say he was an alcoholic or anything like that, or did he just make a decision? Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool. Good for him. Okay. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Allen Iverson, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, is getting set to release a new memoir where he's talking about a bunch of things growing up to his NBA career to, again, being one of the most beloved basketball players that we've ever seen. Well, one of the other things, serious topics that he touches on is his sobriety. We did not know this, and he writes about it in the book. And then when Allen went on an interview this week with CBS Mornings, this was Tuesday to be exact, he talked more about this journey to sobriety. And Allen Iverson, turns out, has not had an alcoholic drink in 6 months. Look, for people who might have been drinking too often, it's not an easy thing to do necessarily, and he has made it to what is a pretty nice milestone for himself. So, as Allen Iverson was then leaving the interview in New York City, where we were out in Manhattan, we saw him. We asked him about the sobriety. While we had him too, we had to ask AI a basketball question. We know he's made some waves recently talking about his 5 favorite players ever, but who are Iverson's favorites right now? Take a look.
First of all, congrats on 6 months, right? Do you ever get tempted? I know that's hard. I mean,
Tempted what?
To go backwards sometimes.
No. I had my conversation with God. I can't lie to him.
I know
I
that's
said
right.
I ain't doing it no more. I ain't doing it.
Really quickly, who in this generation of basketball is the closest to you? Like, who do you watch and you're like, yeah, he like me in a way, you know?
I don't know, but like me.
Or close. I know you're one of the greatest.
This generation, there's a lot of dudes that's a lot better than me. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
And I'm just a big fan. I love certain guys. You know what I mean? I love where the NBA is heading, and I love what they done for me.
But the top 5 you mentioned are kind of almost towards retirement or retired. Who do you have that's not retired that's like actually playing?
I like Shea. I like Anthony Edwards. I like Luka. I like Giannis. There's a lot of guys. No, Steph. I mean, she said who ain't. I like my man Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Maxie. Maxie, my man.
So there it is. And Allen Iverson, super humble to say a lot of guys better than him. I don't know if that's true. Allen Iverson is about as good as it gets, especially for a guy his size. But he said it right there, Ed. He said, I've made the promise to God, and it doesn't seem like he's going back on the sobriety thing. Like, he's committed.
We've had a lot of conversations in this office about this in mostly joking fashion, but I think a lot of us would like to cut back on our drinking. And
especially to get older, too. It gets harder.
Oh, yeah. Right? I mean, that's the number one reason I like to, man. You wake up on Sunday mornings, and I'm hurt for 24 hours, but the temptation, and that's what's so impressive about this, there's temptation every single moment you go out. I mean, you go to Connor's house and watch the Bills game, there's a beer in the fridge, you know what I mean? You go to a bar with your friends, beers at the bar.
Yeah, so especially him think when Allen goes out, like everyone wants to buy him a drink, right?
Buy him a shot, so it's really impressive that he's made this commitment to himself, and he's sticking to it. 6 months, that's a long time. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I think so too. What do you think about Joe?
I think Ed just threw Connor under the bus there a little bit. He didn't have to name drop him beers in the fridge and all that, but that's okay. Connor parties. Yeah, man, you're right. That's called marketing, by the way. The reason there's so much temptation is because people spend a lot of money to make sure that it's in your face. So got to rise above it. Love that he's holding strong. AI is a hometown guy from back home, so we've always supported him being back in the DC area, so man, always one of my favorite players too, especially as a bigger guy. You got to root for the smaller guys, and love to see that he's holding strong. Interesting top 5, but always good to hear from old AI the outside.
Yeah, he's great. Awesome. We congratulate him on that. And by the way, I think his book is going to be a big hit because, a guy 6 feet tall, everything against him. When you're LeBron James, it's a lot easier to be an NBA superstar. When you're 6 feet tall and guys are a foot taller than you, not so easy, but he was amazing. And I think that book is going to be a big deal. All right, we are out of time for today. We'll have a bunch to talk about tomorrow. We'll see what happens with this Giants and this Cowboys, and the Giants-Cowboys. We'll see what happens with the Giants and Eagles game. I wish the Cowboys were playing. Giants couldn't lose, but hey, we'll see.
AI is, I think, my favorite basketball player.
Ever?
My dad, growing up, was always showed me because he's a big.
Oh yeah, you didn't really get to see him. You got
no, but I got to. I
you got the highlights and stuff. Incredible at that size.
Oh yeah. The most memorable play that Allen Iverson ever did that I've seen was
the Michael Jordan crossover?
The Michael Jordan crossover.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say when he stepped over Tyrone.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Those are the two plays.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Oh, that one? You don't like that one?
No, that was disrespectful.
Well, you guys won.
And then my man Cooper DeJean gets fined for doing that celebration.
Yeah, I know.
Not okay.
They don't like the
What is the best AI quote of all time? You got to
Practice. We talking about practice.
Practice. Not the game. Not the game that we put. We talking about practice.
I would argue AI's biggest highlight is not even him on the court. It would be him sitting on the bench, getting his hair braided by his mom.
Yeah.
But his top 5 favorite players is solid. I like that.
It was an interesting one because it was
Jordan. It was Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Steph, and then Shaq.
Wait, what was it?
It was Jordan. In this order: Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Steph. And then Shaq.
So LeBron is better than Kobe.
Thank you,
Power Rangers.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
It's not even. It's not a hot take.
He does everything better.
No, he doesn't.
That Kobe's better than
No, he doesn't. I can rebuttal that right now.
Okay.
Down the stretch, who you giving the ball to? Down the stretch, last point, you want him to take the last shot. Are you giving it to Kobe or are you going to give it to LeBron?
In that situation,
the last shot, but the last playmaker, I mean, I trust LeBron to make the better decision.
Nah, he's not going to.
If I needed one basket, then fine. I don't disagree with you.
What was what makes you the greatest player ever?
Yeah. What year was it that Braun hit that game winner against Toronto and when he was on the Cavs? Was it 2018?
Yeah, it might have been.
You know what I'm talking about? Whatever that, you know what I'm talking about off the bank? I'm taking 2018 LeBron over anybody. That was the greatest basketball player I've ever seen.
Kobe Bryant only has one MVP award.
Got robbed at another one, too. Let's talk about that, Steve Nash. You don't want to talk about that one.
Yeah, but you could have given it to LeBron for 10 years in a row, and they just didn't. It's the same thing we'd talk about with LeBron.
I'll just say this. I don't want to make
it sound like I'm disparaging.
Congratulations on 9 years of
No,
to come too is crazy.
Yeah.
LeBron to me is the most physical asset, like in basketball. You got to give it to him hands down on that. However, the mentality of like the basketball mentality you have to have as a stone cold, like killer. Like
no,
that's
I agree with that too.
Nobody matches more than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Kobe is much more like Michael Jordan than LeBron James. Like
not
no
the
doubt.
defense, but
yeah. Well, I think all three of them are
fantastic.
Can be.
They're
well,
great.
Michael was a great defender, and Kobe too. But LeBron can be as well. But yeah, I think LeBron's better than Kobe. But okay, give me the rest of the list real quick before we got like 30 seconds left.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and then Shaquille O'Neal.
Steph and Shaq at 4 and 5.
It's interesting. It's so hard. I think Shaq for me is the most dominant player that I ever saw.
Yeah.
But oh man, you got like.
It's a solid 5,
Kareem
man.
Abdul-Jabbar. There's a lot of guys out there.
It's a unique one. I've never heard anybody saying that that's their top.
That's what's fun about these debates. We're not going to solve the greatest basketball player of all time right now.